you have two times. Simple. You have compound. Now within each one, you also have duple, triple, then you have quadruple. So you can have simple duple, simple triple, simple quadruple. You can have compound duple, compound triple, compound quadruple. Now, other thing is, I explained note names, note values. Time signatures always work with the US version of time. Rather than calling this a semi-brief UK, we call it a whole note, 1/1. Rather than calling this a minim, we call it a half note, 1/2. Crotchet, we call it a quarter note. Quaver, 8th note. Semi-quaver, 16th. Remember, this is the US version rather than the UK version. US gives it a name that is mathematical. The important thing here to take note of is the bottom number here. It identifies the node name, or rather the node value. Now, if I'm saying to you, I need 2 crotchets, I do this, 2 crotchet beats, 2/4, for example. It applies here. In duple, in simple duple, duple means 2. This means 3, this means 4. Simple, I will have 2/4 in terms of time signature now. Simple triple, I'll have 3/4. Quadruple, I'll have 4/4. In all of them, this means that I will have 2 crotchets or quarter notes. The top number tells you how many, the bottom tells you the type, or of what. How many of what in a bar, in each bar. Here you have 3 of this in a bar. So within one bar, you must have 3 crotchet beats, not more or less. Same thing here, you have 4 crotchet beats. By way of example, you have 1, 2, 3 bar. 1, 2, 3 bar line in music going through. Here you will have 1, 2, 3, 4 bar line. You can have 1, you can even have this 1, 2, 3 bar line. So you can have 2 quavers, 3 crotchets, but as long as the value in the bar is equivalent to 4 in total. How many of this in terms of the value of the bar? Next one. Compound means it's grouped. It's grouped in sets, or it's in sets. Now, the time signatures that exist for the compound duple, you have 6/8, you have 9/8, and you have 12/8 time. What this means is you have, how many is the top value? You have 6 of what notes? Quavers. 8 notes. How many? What type of note? Of what note? You have 6 8 notes. There are the 8 notes. These types of notes. Example. You will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, the order in which these are arranged must be like this. It sits. Because as it stands, it is duple, which is 2. So that's how it comes about. That's the foundation of all time signatures. Same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 sets. 9 quavers. Same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Compound quadruple. So if they ask you, describe this type of time signature. 9/8 is 3 sets of 3's there. Therefore, compound triple. So in compound, you look at it as a compound, as a set. 1, 2, 3. So is the case here. So is the case here. So as soon as I see crotchets, minims, it is highly indicative of simple time. Crotchets and minims. Even semi-briefs. If I see a collection of quavers grouped in sets of 3's, even dotted crotchets, because in one dotted crotchets you have 3 quavers. You see, what makes this compound, these 3, is because they are together. Instead of saying simple time will make it like this. Simple time will do this. This is simple time because it sees this as a crotchet and then something else. But compound, they will always try to group 3 quavers together, always. Simple will always do this. They'll try and find the crotchet beat and group this. Crotchet beat, group this. Compound, find the 3 quavers. How do I group a set in compound? Any questions? Who's confused? If it's a simple time question, you'll be asked, you'll see these. Okay, they ask you, given the music on, shown on the excerpt, improve the grouping. First rule, with even time signatures, 4, 4, 2, 4. It's even. You will have 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you will have 1, 2. Do not have note value that crosses this. Same thing for 2-4, do not have a value that crosses there. Meaning, should I have a note that comes from here that exceeds this or that goes into beat 3, but written here should not be allowed. It needs to be split. Here in 2-4 time, crotchet, crotchet. If I have a beat that still exceeds going into the next beat, but written here, or a value that still goes here, it needs to be split. I can't have it. It's not allowed. 3-4 time is fine. 3-4 time is uneven because you have there, there, there. There's no halfway, so you can negotiate. But still negotiate within each beat. What I'm saying will make sense now. So, you have 4/4. Which means what? What does 4/4 mean? What numbers? Yes, so it means 4 crochet beats within this bar that I should have. And the rule with even time signatures is that I should not have a note that exists or surpasses that, or that includes beat 3. Nothing must be between 2 and 3. So I have beat 1, this is done. I'm happy with this. Now I have a problem because beat 2 and 3 is in this one note, which means beat that exists there, right? And this is also included into this. So I have a note that includes these two, which is not allowed. I can't have a note that includes beat 2 and 3 as one. So I need to split that note. How I do this, I can have a crotchet and another crotchet, and I tie the two. This is called a tie, not a slip. Okay. So then I split this. So my answer will look like this. Final answer will be crotchet, crotchet, tie, crotchet, close. The tie, what it does is it say no, the way that you play it here, include this, but don't play it again. Add this value to what you've started playing. Whatever I've tied it into, you tie it in. You include the value such that you maintain the integrity or the value of this melody, the originality of the song. But theoretically, it looks like this. So this is still 2, still a minimum, because you're adding 1, tying another one, because you don't want to play this again. You don't play this again. You played 1, ba. So you include this. That's what a tie does. It joins in value another note, and then you are not breaking the rule of this. Right? Makes sense? Any issues? Are you good, man?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Next one. Okay, so here I'm still in 4/4 time. I know 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know my rule. Let's see now what's happening here. I beat 1, right? Beat 1, sorted. But what does this not mean?
Half.
Half of beat 1, yes,
Yes.
nice. So I have beat 1 there, and half of this goes into this one, right? So the half there goes into the half of this one. So I have a half left over here. So half of this is used there. Still good. Now, what happens next? So I still have a half left over here. But now I'm playing this. By the time I'm done with this, I'm playing this, which takes the other half and takes this one here as well. So it takes the next half here, and then the half is taken there as well. Big problem. I cannot have a note that includes beat 2 and 3 as one. Not allowed. Just like here, I had a note that includes beat 2 and 3. Any note that includes beat 2 and 3 needs to be separated to say that no, this is 2 and this is 3. Do not join the 2. Okay, so let's see what happens now. Okay, so I know this is done, so I'm happy with this. I know this half takes half there. So let's say if we split this half, half. This is also done because of the half there. Who's confused? There now. So the crotchet covers the first beat. The half is taken from the next beat, but there's the half of it. This is a crotchet. Then you're left with 1 half there that you've used. So in beat 1 and 2, which is here, you've used 1 and a half, right? And you're left with a half that's here. There's that half. Okay, so again I'm going to say it. Crotchet is used there. You have a half. This half is taken from this next beat. Okay? There it's used quaver. You have 1 half left, beat 2. You have 1 half left with beat 2. Okay, now you still have this available, this and this available. But I want to separate this because this, now the next beat takes this and uses this. I can't have a note value that uses a note in B2 and B3. I need to break this. So let's see. If I break this in half, and then into 2 halves. Okay. The first half will use this one that's available on top. Right, so this is done. This is done. Then I'll have my midway. Then I'll have my midway here. Then the next one will continue onwards. So I have now, so I need to break this into 2, but tie it such that I still maintain the originality of this one. So let's try that. So I've dotted, crotchet. I've split this into 2. Split, split. It's a crotchet, so I need to show that the original original value must be maintained. So there's my tie. I'm saying that don't play this separately. Play them together and just add this other value there. Then it's still the crotchet. Now I've used this, and I've used this there by breaking this one. Then I move on. So I've used this here. Now I'm left with this, which is this one here. Are we still with me, or is it gone? Still with me. Okay. So this, use that one. Now we move on. So we're done with B2. Because we've used it up in the other one. Now we're here. There. So this will use up the first half there, the next half of this one here. Okay, and then I'll be left with a half. So I'm done with this one. Just double check. Then I can have this dotted, which is this one. It doesn't interfere with anything else. So now we just double check. We started with the dotted crotchet. The crotchet took this crotchet. The half, which is a quaver, was in this, was in half of this one. There it was used. And then from the next beat, we took its crotchet and used it there. And then the next one was in beat 3, half there. I have still another half there to use. And the crotchet, and that other half is taken care of by this one. That makes sense. We'll do more tomorrow, so please don't stress. Please do the full power tomorrow. I'll rework this thing again and again and again.